Sarah and Vinnie on Alice at 97.3.
All right, everyone. Here is your review of the ridiculously highly anticipated Dumb and Dumber 2.
I can't believe it's finally here.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Oh my God.
It's Jim
Love
Carrey,
that movie.
Jeff Daniel, Kathleen Turner, Bill Murray,
What? Bill Murray?
and Mama June.
Where was Bill Murray?
He was the ice pick guy, the roommate of Jeff in the suit. You couldn't tell it was him.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, you didn't even recognize him?
I didn't recognize him either at all.
Nah.
So in this film, Jeff Daniels tells Jim Carrey he needs a kidney transplant. And then Jeff soon finds out he has a daughter who was put up for adoption in 1991. Jim and Jeff then set out on an adventure
It's Harold and Lloyd.
to find Jeff's kid and possibly a kidney. They're looking for the kid so they can get a kidney. Sarah, let's start with you. I can't talk to Marcus right now.
Oh,
is
stop
it
it.
natural?
Stop it.
Is it normal to compare Dumb and Dumber 2 to Dumb and Dumber 1? Is that the way to go?
Sure, of course.
Thank you. Sarah, when you walk into Dumb and Dumber 2,
Sarah didn't see the movie.
Will you have expectations?
I certainly will have
All right,
expectations.
Marcus.
Yes.
How is Dumb and Dumber 2 compared to number 1?
Dumb and Dumber, it's a ridiculous comparison because...
Here we go. Look at this. Look at what I have to deal with, everyone.
Relax, let him say his piece.
Just because, I have to work with you every day. 12 years now.
So let's hear it.
Listen.
How's it compare? Be honest.
You can't compare it. You can't compare it because one is a classic and this is a sequel. You can't ever really truly compare it because it's unfair. Especially 20 years later. It's like the same thing they did with Anchorman. You make a sequel 10 years later, there's just going to be things that are... You just can't compare it.
You have to compare it.
You don't
let me
have to
tell you
compare it.
something, everyone.
It's a continuation of the story. It's inevitable that people will.
People will, and that is their mistake.
No, it's not their mistake. It's a normal thing to do because you're normal people. And number 2, it is an abysmal disappointment. Do you hear my words? Abysmal disappointment.
Let me say this for the record.
Okay.
Hooman's wrong. It is not an abysmal disappointment. It's only a disappointment if you walk in thinking you're going to see a repeat of the original. That's the only way it will disappoint you.
That's what we want.
No, but you can't. That means
I
you're
just
not...
want to see the rest of the story. I want to see the next part of the story.
Here's the thing. It's non-stop jokes for like the first hour and 20. And then the third act, it becomes like a romantic comedy.
Oh.
That's the biggest disappointment to me is that. Listen, there are things that will take you out of the film. No, you talked. There are things that will take you out of the film. These guys, listen, these are 50-year-old men trying to recreate these roles.
Let's talk about that. Jim and Jeff look so old. You're watching this movie the whole time and going, wow.
20 years went by.
Old.
Right. They're 20 years older.
And you know what comes with the oldness? The lack of enthusiasm.
The lack of enthusiasm.
I
have never seen Jim Carrey do anything with a lack of enthusiasm.
Well,
it may not be good, but he's going to bust his ass.
They're just not hungry like they used to be. I was just like watching going, oh my God, these guys are so old.
What were you expecting? Were you expecting somebody to pick up an Oscar?
When I saw Dumb and Dumber 1, I saw guys who were hungry, enthusiastic, excited. And this one, it seemed like they were just phoning it in. And let me just say this. The jokes, a lot of them are not even funny. They're just awkward. They're like bad jokes. They're not funny jokes.
This is true. This is very true. There are some jokes that are bad, but there are so many.
Yeah, there's so many.
So many.
At least 60% of them aren't great.
Listen.
Did you have to see the first one to get the
do you have to see the first one to get the
Nah.
second one? I think you do.
Nah.
If you haven't seen
No,
the
you
first
don't.
one, don't even see the second one.
Why are you so emotionally involved here, Hooman? What's
because
wrong?
I'm so bummed out. We waited
hey,
20
what's wrong
years.
with you?
Bryn went to go see it. Bryn, what did you think?
What do you think, Bryn?
Be honest for once.
I
He's
agree with
always
both
honest.
of them
No,
to
you
a
don't.
certain extent.
Just say you agree with me.
Let Bryn
quiet,
talk,
Hooman.
I know, it
Such
sounds
a
like the view right
spaz.
now.
And we only have a minute.
Some of them, the jokes were great. Some of them were really funny, and at times it felt forced as well. I mean, Jim Carrey always is enthusiastic, and I love him. I can't say that it compared at all to the first one.
That's right.
I kind of did have that expectation.
Right.
The bar was set when I walked
Really
into
high,
there. But
right.
Exactly.
I kind of expected
Because
it.
why do it if you're not going to do it, as good or better?
Sure.
Well, because people will still buy it.
Right, that is true. It's called a cash grab, people, the American way.
Go ahead,
all
Hooman.
up. Let me just say
Please, for the love of God, somebody.
when all is said is done, this movie is just sad. I wanted to like it,
You're so extreme.
but it's just, at the end, I was like, I'm forcing all these laughs. because I want to like it.
Here's the thing. I heard Hooman laughing so hard.
You were so far. You were on the other side of the theater.
I heard Hooman laughing.
At the beginning.
Bryn, am I lying?
Yeah,
Hooman
no,
was laughing.
Thank
you.
I do feel like he was forcing some of his laughs,
you know
too,
when you like someone,
no,
you
I don't
see any of their faults.
I don't know.
When you want to think someone's funny.
Nope.
Thank you.
Nope.
To our in-studio guest.
Nope.
Who's completely unbiased. With that being said, after giving my review, I can only give it 1.5 purrs.
See, that's what I mean. This is why people can't trust your reviews. It's a good thing I'm here to provide perspective and enthusiasm for
Don't compare it to number one, everyone.
I won't compare it. I don't think you would do yourself a disservice if you walk in thinking you're going to get just pretty much Dumb and Dumber all over again.
You should.
All right, wrap it up. We got to go. 20
years later, this is by itself, it's a solid, funny movie. What? Solid, funny movie.
Great. I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Yeah.
What are you giving it?
I'm going to give it 3 Aussies.
Oh, brother.